Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for returning to GA Country Boy Chronicles. I am your host, the GA Country Boy. As always, appreciate you. Let's get into today's story. I have a great one for you. I woke up today and I thought about something from my past. Growing up on a farm in the country as a Southern country boy, we love hard. You learn to love hard at a young age. We invest a lot of our time and energy and effort into people, things. I mean, it's just one of those things where we want what we want. We're already stubborn to begin with. This episode is in remembrance of my uncles. Have you guys ever got some bad advice and it turned out to be good advice? Well, I was probably about 13 years old. I told you our high school was 6 through 12. I was in the sixth grade and I remember riding the school bus. And on the school bus, there was a senior. Her name was Lisa. Lisa was a black, beautiful queen. Hair was done all up, beautiful skin, always had on nice clothes, smelled really good. And the only place I ever saw Lisa was like every now and then I would see her at school, but most of the time it was just on the bus. With her getting on the bus, we would pick her up. Let's get back to why we're here. I'm talking about Lisa. So my uncle was dear heart, smooth young cat, had a few ladies. I just like his dapper swag. He gave me some advice one day. Needless to say, it was not the greatest advice. I told you I was in the sixth grade. He was like, is there any pretty girls at school? And I mentioned to him about the girl on the bus. And I said, she's older. Well, my uncle didn't care how old I was and how old she was. It was just like, in the South, I'm telling you, just country boys, it's just like, either you got the gift of gab or you don't. So to my uncle, it was more like, let me help my nephew out. I'm a kid. I don't know nothing about no gift of gab and all that, but needs to say he gave me advice. I told him about the girl. He says, okay, if she gets on after you, just try to make sure you get in a spot position where she has to sit with you. And if she can't sit with you, then you wait for the afternoon when you're getting ready, y'all getting ready to drop her off. And you try to either sit next to her, seat next to where she's at, or behind her. Okay. And what am I supposed to do then? He said, you're supposed to talk to her. Okay. What am I supposed to say? Tell her how you've been watching her and how you think she's very beautiful and that you want to be her man. I'm like, are you sure? Unc? Should I say that? I don't know if I should say that. Sixth grade. Uncle's telling me to just put it out there direct. Boom. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm listening to Unc. I get what he's saying, but I don't get it per se with the perspective of this is going to make her react one way. This is going to provoke and do something. I have no clue. I'm just a clueless little country boy. Anyway, so I digress. Let's get going with the story. I said, okay, Unc, okay. Because he seems so sure of himself. I'm like, he got girls. He's smooth. Okay, I'm going to do what Unc told me to do. I'm going to try to position myself in the morning and see if she'll get up, sit in my seat. That didn't work. So I positioned myself to be where she normally sit at in the evening when we're going to drop off. And it just so happened to be like right behind her. And I'm like, I could smell that perfume. I'm back here thinking like what Aunt told me to say, how's this gonna work? Like I'm scared. I'm not, like I told you, I've never even, first time ever even having a little idea that a girl was cute, and I'm way out of my league, and Unc didn't prepare me correctly. He didn't give me some BS line to throw out there. So I hyperventilate for a while, and I'm smelling her perfume, and it's getting close. It's like we got at least another mile before her home. And I'm like, wow, I gotta do something, man. I'm nervous. I'm kind of shaking a little bit. I'm like patting my foot. I'm like, okay. She's sitting in the seat by herself, and she's sitting next to the window. I'm behind her. All I gotta do is just take one step and sit in the seat. I'm like, okay. Unc said to do this. I'm gonna try it. So I build up the courage. I take a deep breath, step up, sit down, and she looks at me. She said, "Hey, Tony." And I'm like, "Hey," and I froze. And all I could do was just smile and look at her beautiful lips, look at her skin. And she said, "Oh wow, you look handsome today." And like, I guess she saw me freezing, and she was just like, "Oh, you look very handsome today." And I just said, "Thank you." And I'm like, still smiling at her, looking her in the eyes, and we're pulling up at her house, and she's getting ready to get off the bus, and I just tell her, "Lisa, I have to tell you, will you be my girlfriend? I think you're so beautiful." And she looks at me with the biggest smile on her face, and I'm like, I'm getting excited because she got the big smile on her face. She smiles. She said, "Oh, that is so cute, and I'm flattered." And she touched my chin. And I'm like, I'm so mesmerized. I don't feel the moment. Everybody's in the back. All the people are kind of looking. The boys are looking. And she says, "Oh, I'm so flattered." And I'm like, is this the moment? She's going to say yes. She leans in. She didn't say yes. She kissed me on the cheek. And at that age, I felt like I was a man. The woman that everybody wants, I just got a kiss from her. She said, "You're so cute. It's flattering. Thank you so much. I have a fiance." And this girl was 18 waiting as a senior, and she was already claimed. She said, "I'm engaged already, but I'm flattered. Thank you so much." She let me down with so much hope. And with that kiss, I didn't really feel like I got let down, because soon as she walked off the bus, couple of the guys hopped up. "Hey man, what was that all about?" And I'm like, "We saw her kiss you on the cheek. What was that about?" I'm like sitting back in the seat, melting almost like a little, like butter. "Oh, nothing." I'm like trying to process what's going on. I gotta tell you, that was a high. And once I started to get off the bus and think about it, there was no low, but it was just like, okay, you got a soft letdown, but you got a kiss out of it, and she made you look like the man in front of some of the kids on the bus. So I got to tell you, that advice he gave me, I would prefer, if I had to give any young man advice like that, there's levels and leagues. And at that age, I shouldn't have been involved with that kind of stuff. I was been trying to go after a grown woman. And he should have just told me that and said, "There's time and everything will come in place for you." But instead, I tried his dumbass advice, and it got me looking like the man. And it did lead to other opportunities. And I'm just thankful I learned from that. So, guys, if you like what you're hearing, hit that subscribe button, and please turn on your notifications so you'll get these stories every time I put them out. Guys, things are moving fast. I like the support I'm getting. Let's grow as a community. Please leave me some comments. I would love to hear from you. So until the next time, peace.